I'm late. I'm late. Don't kill me, y'all. Listen, I'm going to invite a few people on and then we're going to get started on this live tonight. Um, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I'm a little late. Please, again, like I said, forgive me. Things happen in my life. I get busy. But we're going live today. As you guys join, I ask that you hit tag and share and invite a friend to come on into the conversation. I hope you guys had a wonderful Wednesday. It is yours truly from Wake Up Wednesdays, Tasha Hamilton, baby. I hope you guys had a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you woke up winning. I hope you are winning throughout your day. I hope you have a winning mindset. All right. I'm waiting for PDQ to come into the building while I invite a few people. As I said, as I invite, I hope that you guys will tag, share, and invite a friend. For every tag, share, and invite, I thank each and every one of you for you taking time out to watch me and support me. I appreciate you more than you know. And I mean that. I appreciate your support more than you know. So I'm just inviting a few friends. And we're going to get into this topic tonight. This is part 2 of the conversation. Those of you who have watched last week, you know the conversation with myself and PDQ got really heated. Okay, it got really heated. It got good, and so we're just going to follow up on part 2 of that conversation. All right, I'm going to wait for PDQ to come on in the building while I continue to invite a few people. But please tag, share, and invite a friend. All right. As we go forward, PDQ should be joining us in just a few moments. And I hope that you guys are ready to share in this conversation. It's going to be good. Get your favorite popcorn or your favorite snack. Get your favorite beverage of choice. And let's get into this topic and get into this conversation, if you will, okay? This conversation is going to help change a lot of you guys' households in many ways. So I've invited enough people. I'm just waiting for, like I said, PDQ to come on board. I'm going to say hello to everyone in just a second. And we are going to get started. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have your questions lined up. I hope you guys are ready to have a good time tonight. I see you guys joining. Thank you so very much. Please tag, share, and again, invite a friend. All right. So I believe I've invited enough people at this point. All right. So we're good. We're ready to go. Lip gloss is popping. That's right, Tara A. Barnes. Tara A. Barnes is the owner of and CEO of Tara B. Cosmetics. Okay. She has the best lip gloss anywhere. Hey, Khalil Simmons. Hello, how are you? Hey, Takina. Hello, Roy. Hey, Nafisa. Hey, Dion. Hey, Joy. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dizzy. Hey, Giselle. Hey, baby. Hey, Ariel, congratulations on your wedding. Guys, if you guys could send some hearts to Ariel, she just got married, about 2 Saturdays ago. Giselle, if you guys can go follow her later on. She has a video out. It's called You're Beautifully Made. And I actually shared her video. So, hey, Tara, I love you. Hey, Chevy. Hey, Shireen. Hey, my baby, Shireen. Monet. Hey, sister. Hey, Tasha. Chantel. Hey, Shasia. Hi, gorgeous. All right. So, we're going to get into this topic. Hey, Karen. How are you? All right. Hey, Remy. How are you? How are you? All right. So, we're just waiting for PDQ to come on board. But in the meantime, I am going to, hey, Niecy Rich. Hey, gorgeous. Yes. Hi, beautiful. How are you? I seen you in the hospital. I pray all is well with you. God bless you. So we're going to get started. Hey, Penny. How are you? Hello. We're going to get into this conversation in just a moment. Hello. Yay. Hi, gorgeous. How are you? How are you? So, Right now, I want to say hello to everybody from our Instagram family. I don't do Instagram much, so I'm learning how to really, really vibe with you guys. So I'll be bouncing from screen to screen throughout this live. So the topic tonight is get your house in order. Get your house in order, right? Is your house in order? Do you have control of your house? And so for those of you who were here last week, you know that we lost somebody reported our live for whatever reason, and they were hating. Hey, Jeremiah. Hey, Jake Chase. Sex can wait a while. Hello, Tony. Hello. And so, because we had, and so I just want to say hello to our Instagram family. Hello, Instagram. Hello, hello, hello. Tag, share. And thank you for sharing. For every tag and share, I thank you for that. PDQ, come on in the building. PDQ is here. We're waiting for PDQ to come on in the building. And we're going to get started with the topic is your house in order? And understand that a house is not just four wall, a building with windows and four walls and a refrigerator and the stove, but you are your house. So we want to get you in order. And we want to know, are you in order? And do you have control over your house? So we're going to talk about topics about single parenting. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about parents who, thank you, Vlasta. Hello, Regina. Hello, Rabina. Hello, Mel. Hello, Crate. Hello, Instagram family. We're going to talk about those things that most people don't want to talk about. And hello, author. And yes, I am spiritual, but I am very real at the same time. Hello, Nima. So we're going to talk about what does it look like when you are a single mother or father and you don't want to allow your child to see their biological parent because of your own mess. We're going to follow up on that. So again, I'm just waiting for PDQ to come on in the building. PDQ, if you're in here, just, hello, Dom. All right. So last week we talked and it was really good. It was really good. One of the things I want to talk about is while we wait for PDQ, you got to come on. I don't know how to invite him on, y'all. I'm learning this I'm learning every day. I'm bringing him on. I'm going to add PDQ. I'm waiting for him to come on in the building. Hello. I'm saying hello to our Instagram family. Hello. And so a lot of us, when we think, there we go. Hey, baby.
What's going on?
I am well. How are you? Introduce yourself first and foremost, PDQ.
Mr. PDQ, I'm nobody important, just topped in.
You're important to me.
But make sure y'all slide over to the Amazon or Barnes and Nobles and grab Fear of Becoming a Man. But I had a great time last week with the conversations that we was having, and was looking forward to jumping back on here to engage in this conversation again, because it was definitely thought-provoking and interesting. And so the sapiosexual that I am, I enjoyed every moment of it.
Sapiosexual. Hey now. So welcome, PDQ, again. For those of you who are new to watching me, my name is Tashanique from The Great You. This is yours truly from Wake Up Wednesdays. Every Wednesday we do this beginning at 6:30 p.m. I was a little late. It's really PDQ fault, but I'm really a little late, but it's my fault too. I'm messing with you. But we're going to get right into the conversation, PDQ. We left off last week. And guys, yes, please go over to Amazon, go pick up his book. And after you grab his book, of course, come pick up your book from About Me, the Great You 21-Day Journey, but grab his first. You guys have been majorly supportive, and I thank you, but go see that man. He's amazing.
Hold on. Let me put that thank you smile on there.
Yeah. So last week we were really getting into it, and then someone decided to report our page, and that's fine because the devil always interrupts and always wants to come. He needs attention. I think the devil has ADHD. He needs attention, so it's fine. But we're not going to give him that today. We're going to get into the topic. So get your house in order. We last left off on you were speaking about a white rug and as it pertains to, matter of fact, you go in as to what you were speaking about.
So what we was talking about, so I think if I remember correctly, we was talking about why is it that a woman can be so receptive of still dealing with a man if a man cheats, whereas if a woman cheats, a man struggles with that whole concept. And so what I was saying was is that for men, um, it's like it's a violation, like you because in your mind you're wondering these things, like one, we look at our women as like that, it's kind of like that white carpet, that pretty white carpet, and now you done let somebody come in and with muddy shoes and step all on our pretty white carpet. But to go deeper than that is this: to be honest with you, it's the mental perspective of what is it about me that wasn't fulfilling enough for her to seek out somebody else, right? And you got some dudes get to thinking, well, damn, maybe physically I'm not handling my business right, so she needed somebody else to handle their business for me. So I think it's that whole thing, and you
Y'all
can.
always resort to sex.
Well,
You always
no,
think it's the sex.
it's not right, but it's twofold, because first that is the first thing, but then when you mature enough, you understand. Like, I know that usually for a woman to cheat, a woman that truly loves you, a woman that's really into you, for her to cheat, it's usually because emotionally you have tapped out, and you're not doing your job emotionally satisfying her with what it is that she needs, and so she goes and seeks out someone else that starts to satisfy that need. And it may have nothing to do with physical attributes. It's the fact that that dude is giving her what she needs emotionally, and he's feeding that. Because women, y'all, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know what I mean, as men, if we're not doing that, then you seek it out in other places.
Okay, and of course, I definitely went on my tangent because I didn't agree with that, because it goes hand in hand. It's no different, because when you guys cheat, we're quick to take you guys back. We're quick to say, you know what? It was a mistake. I'm going to fight for my marriage. I'm going to stay through this thing. I'm going to ride it out. I got my gloves on. We're going to box this thing out. We're going to make this thing work. You guys immediately bail. You guys, we can forgive and we can still forget, right? We can make ourselves forget, or in some form or fashion, we can get to a point where we're like, you know what? That's the least thing that's on my mind. The most important thing or the most important thing to me is saving our marriage, whether it be for kids, whether it be for the financial standpoint, whatever. You guys immediately bail, but we don't. We
Hold up.
hold you down, as they say. But hear me out. But yet, you guys can't wrap your mind around this one little thing that I've done. I cheated on you, PDQ. You cannot get your mind around it, because you have created in your mind that I'm an angel. You created in your mind that I am just the perfect one, but I'm human. But you want me to look at you as a human being and say, and you want to plead to me, you're sorry, I'm sorry, baby, it won't happen. I want my marriage, I want my wife, I want my family, and I take you back. But the minute you think that someone else has tainted the image that you had of me, or in your case, the white carpet is no longer clean, you want to throw the whole carpet away. You don't want to go through the process of, let's get somebody in here to clean it, meaning a counselor. Let's get some other people in here who can look at this carpet and assess and see the damage. Getting a consultant. Let's see where we can work on things. You don't want to do that. You're out. Is that not sissified? Is that not being a punk, that you're not willing to fight? You guys will fight somebody in the club if they bump you. You'll fight somebody in the street if they disrespect me. But you won't fight for me in our marriage when I made a mistake, no different from the mistakes that you guys make regularly that we're supposed to forgive.
Hold on. Pause. Time out. There's a difference between us being in a relationship and us being married. Now, we're talking about a whole nother game when we talking about marriage. If we're just talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, that's one conversation. But if we're talking about marriage, then the terms change completely, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I decided that I wanted to marry you and give you my last name, I stood in front of God and said, for better or for worse, right? If we boyfriend and girlfriend, I ain't take no vows. I ain't take no oaths. I can bail out when I'm ready, right? But now if you cheat on me and we're married, I got to suck that up. But not only do I need to suck it up, I got to find out, how do I improve what I am and who I am to you, that you would never feel the need to ever step out again. So there's a different type of conversation that needs to be had, because maturity on a different level. Because, and for a marriage, I said, I'm going to rock with you regardless of what it is, right? And I got to be willing to fight despite any type of ill wills or mistakes that's been made, because I said and I chose you to be my wife. So if that in fact is the case, then the dynamics change. If you cheat, but let's first of all, let's say this. Let's not say a blanket statement as if there isn't any men who haven't taken their woman back that cheated, because that would be a false narrative that we're pushing, right?
But okay, can I say something? Can you tag me in?
Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna tell you, hold on. Because to say, there's a lot of men out here that might have found themselves in a situation and found out that their wife cheated, but they also had to do a self-evaluation and said, what did I do to push her to him? Because if my woman decides to go to another way, I'm pushing her to another man. She's not choosing to go. I'm pushing her because my actions, my mouth, how I'm treating you, what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, my appreciation that I'm showing you, I'm pushing you to another man. So I have to do a self-evaluation and say, damn, what about me have I dropped the ball in doing that I was doing earlier, that I'm no longer doing, that I've pushed her away from me? So I got to take that on the chin and say, all right, because I did that, I got to reevaluate. So now what do I need to do? I need to sit down and talk to you and say, listen, babe, I understand you did what you did. It hurt. I'm going to take it on the chin. I never want to talk about it again after we talk about it tonight. But what I want to focus on is, how do I fix it? Because I have to take responsibility and say, because I played a part in pushing you into his arms. So how do I now fix it? Are you willing to work with me to fix it? Now, if we can get there, then now we've opened up a dialogue of effective communication to have a better understanding for each other, to figure out how do we make other ways. Because promise you this, and two things for certain. If I pushed you into his arms, there's quite a few things going on that's going wrong that we haven't addressed. So now we can open the gates to start fixing all that. And as you stated earlier, we can then bring in the counselors and do what we need to do to fight for this. Because my sister says this all the time. Everybody's happy in a marriage when things are good. As soon as they hit the valleys of the marriage, everybody's willing to put their parachute on and jump ship. When in fact, that's the time that y'all supposed to come together and the bonds are supposed to tighter, because you're fighting for something that y'all both said y'all wanted. That's my take on that. Oh, you in.
Thank you. First of all, I want to go back. Understanding, and I said this before, that women, we are emotional creatures, right? Do you agree?
That said again, that women are emotional creatures?
Yes. And that men are logical.
Shoot,
you guys
I don't know about that.
Problem? It ain't a man out here that would disagree besides you. We're emotional, right?
No,
so
emotional.
in order for us,
I agree with that.
So in order for us to go and lay with another man, there has to be a serious emotional tie and attachment. which means something had to happen long before I got in his bed between you and I that led me there.
Right.
There was something in me that was crying out to you day in and day out and day in and day out that you totally ignored, that you were totally oblivious to before I got into that man's bed.
Right.
And now that I've gotten there, you want to will me back, and now you say, you know what, let's fix it. I'm with that. But what happens when you say you want to fix it, but yet you can't let go of what I've done? How do you fix it when yet you want to keep? One thing I found about men is you guys harbor on the things that we've done rather than let it go so we can work on it. How do we work on it and move past it if every time you turn around, you bring up that thing from the past? You bring up that thing that I did. You bring it up, which means now I go to you and say, well, I did it because, boom. And we're constantly in that same place. I'm going to tell you, and I got you. But we're constantly in that same place because you won't let it go. But I let go. The reason why I got in that bed with him, which is because of your neglect or whatever happened, I let that go because you said, let's focus on it. Let's work on our marriage. Let's work on our relationship. But yet, whenever you're mad, you keep thinking about, or whenever you get in this distant phase, when you just want to disconnect from me, is because of the things that you're thinking about that I've done. I'm constantly paying for it. Tag, come on, go.
So I'm about to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99.
I ain't got no $9.99, but I'll cash app it to you.
Matter of fact, I'll just give it to you for 99 cents. Give me a second.
Oh, he got his water. That's essential water.
Yes, that's all I drink. Let me tell you something. A man.
Ladies, listen, ladies, get ready. He's about to drop something on us, and listen, y'all better have my back, because if it ain't right, I'm ready to dog him down.
I really need you to. I don't need you to hear me on this. I need you to listen to me on this. There's a difference.
There is. A lot of times we listen with the intent of only to respond rather than to hear. Go ahead, I'm with you.
So check me. A man that truly loves you to your core, that loves everything about you, and who's comfortable with who he is and willing to stand in his own shit and take responsibility for the faults that he made, will never, and I mean never, ever choose to venomize or demean you about something that happened in the past if he's trying to push forward. Because he knows that in the end that he's done some stuff too, so he ain't perfect. But he loves you enough to fight for you, because I'm willing to fight for you because I love the core of who you are. And I understand that without you, I'm not a greater me. So how could I not be willing to forgive you because you made a mistake? I'm going to forgive you, and I'm not going to crucify you, demean you, or bring it back in your face. If I sit in your face and say, listen, I want to work on this, I'm willing to do counseling, I'm willing to do whatever we need to do for me and you to get in a better place, because I love who you are at your core, at your worst, because I know that without you, my next level of success really won't be pushed, because you push me to be a greater version of myself. That's why I said last week that if you look at history, no matter what color, creed, or species a man is who's ever made the history books, there's not one who was single. Even Hitler had a wife and they committed suicide together. So tell me, how is it that if I say I'm willing to fight for you, that I'm now going to ridicule, criticize, and demean you for what you've done. No, 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 no. Because I understand that I can make no forward progress with you if I keep looking over my shoulder. And I'm trying to go forward. And I can't go forward without you because I'm comfortable with who I am as a man. And I'm comfortable enough to say, you know what, babe? You messed up. I know I played a part in that mess up. I'm willing to take responsibility for my part I played in it, but I'm going to fight like hell for you because I know that you are what I need. Not what I want, but what I need. God-given. What the Bible say, he who finds a wife finds a what? You feel what I'm saying? So if I understand that, then I got to be able to play in my part, identify my part, respect you for it, and then get past it with you. Because I'm comfortable with who I am. And I understand that I want to be with you, so I'm willing to fight for you. If a man ain't willing to fight for you because he ain't really want to be with you no more. But if he's willing to fight for you, he loves the hell out of you. He loves everything about you, from your bad breath when you wake up in the morning to when you come in the afternoon in your moods, but you fine as hell, and he still want to fight with you. When a man, listen, when a man can give you that look just out of nowhere, and you like, babe, why you looking at me like that? You know what he's saying in his head? Thank you. Thank you, God. There she go. I got her. That's mine. I'm proud of her. And I just like staring at you sometimes because I love who you are. The essence of who you are make the presence of who I am to be so much better. I'm just saying. You can take that one to the bank.
Can we give him some heart? My Instagram, my Facebook family, can we give this brother some hearts right now? Okay? Can we give this man some heart? He is dropping serious nuggets, guys. I want to go over real fast. I'm going to follow up on that PDQ, and then we're going to get into our next question or topic. Mel, motivational healer says, great point. One of our followers said on Instagram, Addison Rose said, I've been apologizing for 5 years. It sounds like it's still not working. Chance after chance until we're mentally done.
Yo, Penny is tripping, yo.
The next person says, you, PDQ, this is to you. The person says he makes it sound easy, but that's not true unless he's really mature. And that same person says he loved her like that and she cheated. He will be hurt and won't forgive.
It's not true.
Then Addison says, I lost signal on. Okay, Addison says sometimes the ego is too bruised, so it's too hard for him to get past it. So Addison says, well, our counseling starts tomorrow, so we'll see. All right. Well, good luck to you in your counseling.
Listen, let me address one thing. Let me address a couple things you said. One, I never, ever, in anything that I said on this live at one time made any statement that referred to anything being easy. I never said that. I never said that. Right? What I did say is, if your man truly loves you to the core, if he's really, truly about you, he's willing to go to war for you. Because he wants to be with you. Listen, any man that understands that you make him better is willing to fight for you. I don't care. You can go ask the best of the best. I promise you, everybody will agree. If he understands that you make him better, and he's willing to understand the fault that he played in that, he's going to fight for you. Now, if he ain't willing to fight for you, then your questions is answered. We ain't got to do counseling, because he answered that for you in his actions. I'm not fighting for you. I'm not going to counseling because you ain't worth the fight. It's facts.
All right. All right. So now let's get into the next topic of getting your house in order. You ready? So what happens when a man opens up and then Okay, so sometimes we as women say, and that's the next book, the ebook that I'm working on that will be released in December. Understanding his silence, understanding how to communicate, and even in his silence. We as women don't understand how to respond based off of your actions. We want words, but you guys aren't talkers like that, not real men. But you talk every day, loud and clear, but through your actions and through size and through different things. But it's about understanding and learning our mate. But I ain't gonna get into that until I drop this ebook on them. But part of what I am talking about in the book, and one of the things that arose since last Wednesday, was when a man opens up and then a woman says, you know what? Because a lot of times we say our man doesn't talk, they don't talk. We're talkers. But what happens when you guys give us the truth and then she says, you know what? Because it wasn't appeasing to her ears, right? It wasn't that fairy tale that she wanted to hear. And then we always use this trump card, get out. Get out. Should the man leave or does he stay and fight?
What's the dynamics of the situation in the relationship?
He's not happy no more.
No, I'm talking status. We talking marriage?
Marriage.
Oh, okay. So well,
here's the thing. Let me just say this. I feel like anybody who is dating anyone at this particular point in 2018, I don't know if they're dating boyfriends, but my thing is I strongly suggest them to date a husband. Because you should be a husband before the ring goes on your finger. She should be a wife before the ring. The ring doesn't make you a wife. The ring doesn't make you a husband. You should be working on that. So anybody you're dating, what is you doing? Anybody you dating at this point should be you should be dating for the idea or with prospects of this is going to be your husband or your wife. But so we're going to say marriage. We're going to say or if not married, in a committed relationship that they have intentions on marrying.
Okay.
Hate the wine.
So I always cringe when I hear people make statements like that.
Please tell me what the statement is.
About dating. I understand dating for a purpose. But dating a husband. That's such a hard perspective because every dude you meet isn't going to be a husband. But I think that we go through a process.
Then you ain't supposed to date them.
But listen to me though. I think we go through a process of metamorphosis to become prepared to be the husband or the wife. And sometimes those people are preparation for the prize. See, if you don't get prepared, it's like what they used to say to AI. AI was like practice. Y'all talk about practice, right? But practice makes you better when it's game time. So if you didn't entertain a couple different dudes, I'm not saying you need to, but if in your life and your travel and relationships didn't work, you know what you learn and what you take away from those different situations, that now you understand what it is that you need or who you are. So when he does come, you're prepared. There's a lot of damaged women and there's a lot of damaged dudes. And a lot of times we don't go take time to get prepared or prepare ourselves for who we need to become. As a divorcee, me and my ex-wife are like the best of friends now. But we didn't have it when we was married because we wasn't ready. We didn't understand what we was getting ourselves into, and so we wasn't prepared. But now if I got married, I'm prepared. Oh, it's game time. It's game time. We're gonna have a certain type of conversation that I know I need to have with you. That you need.
But it comes from learning yourself.
Yes, I agree, no doubt. But
you have to learn and know who you are. I don't think anyone should get, and take this from me. I got married at a very young age. It didn't work. But I think it takes from the age all the way up until you're about 27, 28. Figure out who you are. Don't
Listen,
allow any person, any religion, any church, any family member, anyone to push you into something that you are not ready to handle.
but
I'm gonna
but
make the best wife now because I know who I am. You're
but
gonna make the best husband now because you know who you are, and in
oh,
knowing who we
I know
are,
who I am.
we know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we want.
yeah. I know who I am. Hold on, check the profile. Hold on. I know who I am now. Hold on, you see me?
He irking. You so irking.
Hold on. So let me address another part. You said, what you say? You said,
When a man opens up
tell the truth.
and to tell it, pretty much tell the truth, because women always say, like you talked earlier, women always say I just want to tell the truth. I'm not gonna be mad if you tell the truth. But as soon as he tells the truth, you put him out. So now what does that do? That gives him a fear. And now he's not going to open up anymore because now I'm afraid of how you're going to respond to my truth. But go ahead.
Listen, everybody say they want the truth, but nobody really want to hear the truth. I'm gonna say that to you
Can they
again.
handle? You can't handle the truth.
Everybody say they want the truth, but nobody really want to hear the truth. And it's crazy. And I'm gonna give you an example I told you when we was talking. So I remember when I first separated from my ex-wife. And I had a whole situation where I was really into this chick, crazy about her. Like, I'm ready to rock. Like, yo, this is my next wife. We popping, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell her where I'm at, what my situation is. That because I want to be transparent. I don't want to leave no cards unturned. I want her to know who I am, what I am, with no disparities. And I did, but I'm still single. Didn't work. Right? It didn't work.
You can't handle your truth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know, but that's not the first time that's happened. I've had women say they want the truth, and then when you really start telling them the truth, they can't really handle that transparency, right?
So is it that they don't really want the truth, or they want you to say what they've already had in their head, that they want to hear just what they already thought about, what they've already conjugated in their head. This is what they better say, because anything outside. So then you really didn't want the truth. You want me to say what you want me to say to make you feel better.
Joy said, but just because a man keeps it 100 doesn't mean that it's not going to be met with
reactionary
emotions. No,
emotion and action is different.
Listen, let me say this. One of the biggest mistakes I feel, right, it's a dope statement, but Joy, check this out. One of the biggest mistakes we make is not being in control of our emotions. Our emotions dilute us making a rational concept, a thought process, and a clear perspective, because our emotions is driving what we're thinking and feeling. If we learn to be in control of our emotions, then we can make clearer perspectives and thought and respond clear, because it's straight from here and not from here. Your heart is misleading. Your heart will have you in some place that you really ain't want to be in, but you listen to it, and now you stepping in all this ish, and you ain't have to if you had a clear mind, right? So our emotions can drive it. Now, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying because a woman is emotional that she can't receive it. What I'm saying is, dudes too. When a chick is honest with a dude, like, yeah, I'm dating you and two other dudes. A lot of dudes can't really handle that. Like, oh, I thought I was number one, because it becomes an ego thing. Oh, I thought I was it. No. You still auditioning, bro. You auditioning. He auditioning.
You're not even a starter. You're not even a starter.
So you gotta be ready to say, know your position and not move from emotions. If think about this, two things. If we learn not to move to suppress emotions and in certain situations so we can think clearly, relationships would be better. But two, if we became better communicators, we can alleviate a lot of the BS. Ladies, I'll say this to you. The next situation you find yourself in, ask the dude a couple questions. Here's one. How do you like to be communicated with? If he can't answer that, then he's stuck. But listen, you have to be able to communicate how you effectively, how he needs to communicate with you. And a lot of people can't do that either. See, if you could teach someone how to communicate with you effectively, and they can teach you how to communicate with them effectively, then now you open the bridge for very fluent, flowing communication with each other. Now we don't have to lie. We don't have to put the BS on because we understand each other and how we communicate with each other. Or also, ask a man, what's his expectations in dealing with a woman? What is he looking for? What is he trying to achieve? Can he answer those questions for you? If he can't, you know what you're dealing with.
So okay, so real fast, I'm gonna come back to you. But Mel says, if a woman knows her man, she should know him. This is on our Instagram family. She said, she should know him. Knows when he did something wrong. So sometimes the truth doesn't hurt. It's the lie they covered for so long. I think what she's saying is, it's the lie that they covered up that hurts us. Because we know when you're lying. I mean, if I was in a relationship, I would know when you're lying. Just keep it 100. I just want to hear you tell me the truth. But I think that also plays a part with having a safe space. See, like I said last week, a lot of times when men cheat, and please tag, share, yes, please tag, share, tag PDQ in your lives. Please tag and share, guys. Right? For every tag and share, I thank you and I truly appreciate you, and I know PDQ
Ditto.
For sure. God bless you. I thank you. Because these are the real conversations that as a spiritual individual, a lot of us can't have, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront. Okay. So, you know, what happens is, again, these are just our opinions, right? Which are big facts, but we're not going to proclaim it. We'll say our opinion. But what happens is when men cheat on us and they go into another relationship, the first thing we do as women is we project. We don't reflect, right? We project. So we say things like, she ain't all that. She ain't cute. She bald head. She ugly. She light. She fat. She short. She tall. Whatever. We don't reflect and say, And what I said last week was, it's not always about that. It's more so her heart was safe. I was safe in there. I could pour out to her. I could unveil my vulnerability and know that it was safe with her, right? And so I think that's part of the issue, and I'm relaying this to Mel. I don't think it's so much the lie. I think it's that we have to understand why men go into those areas, because men are very, very simple. Men are very easy. Men want to be, never mind. But men are we complicate men. And I did a live on this like a year ago, and I got some hate, I got some love, and it went really crazy. But men seek for a few things. But there's three things that men need, that primarily. They need to feel valued and appreciated. That's one. They need to be fed, obviously, meaning not just food, spiritually, emotionally also. Okay? And obviously they need the ultimate thing, they need to be pleased. Because that's how men communicate sexually. Men don't want to talk. They might want to just bang it out real quick. I had a rough day. I just want to take you in the bedroom real quick. Like, let me. Men don't really talk to. Because I'm a talker, so I don't want a man that talks like me. But men are communicators. It's about understanding how your man communicates. And then I think that's what makes relationships so much more easier to indulge in, and so that there's longevity there. But I see that PDQ wants to be tagged, and I'm going to tag you in, PDQ.
So that last part, we might just want to bang you out. So listen.
Not like that, but you know.
No, I got you. But when we talk about communication, let me say, I think it depends on where your levels are, right? At this point in my life, I done had a ton of coochie. I had $1 and didn't even break it. Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, right? So that's not impressive for me at this point in my life. I like it. Don't get me wrong. Love it. But love it. I really do. Right? But listen, listen, listen. That doesn't drive me at this stage in my life. Right? If you can't, I love a woman who is
Expound on it. Expound on that.